We'll discuss about 6.4.5 configure static NAT. Okay, so NAT means network address translation. So the private address which we are using in our LAN will not pass through the public network like internet. So what we need to convert that private address into public IP address. So for converting or translating this private to public is done by network address translation, and we are configuring NAT inside the router here. Okay, so here what we have is we have three parts. Part one is test access without NAT, then configure static NAT, then test access with NAT. Okay, so here we have two machines, end device connected to internet, and we have a LAN 172.16.16.0/28 where we have a server which has inside IP and outside. You have to configure inside and outside IP. Okay, so here the server is being accessed from outside the network, and from internet also, from PC which is connected to internet, they can also access the server. Okay, usually the clients are using private IP and the server also has private IP. Sorry, and to access the server from outside, from PC1, we need to have the public IP or outside IP of server. Okay, so to convert this private IP to public IP, will configure NAT. Okay, now what we will do, test the server access without NAT. We are not configuring any NAT. So what I will do, I'll go open the PC0, then I will open the server, web server. Okay, go to web server. So that's what the first thing. Okay, attempt to connect to the server using simulation mode. Okay, so before that, we'll just add the server IP in the browser. Just see what happens. Just waiting for the web browser. This web browser always takes time. You know that, right? Whenever you try to open the browser, now it's coming. Still, it's taking time. Okay, web browser. What I will do, I have to enter the IP address of server. Okay, this is 172.16.16.1 is the IP address of server. You can check this here inside IP. Okay, now go for simulation mode. They ask you to need to go to simulation mode. Okay, then open the PC again. Go, then capture forward this one. See, this packet is never crossing the internet. Okay, because that address we are entering is private. So from internet, no, the private IP cannot access. That's why it is not working. Now come back to real time mode. Okay, after that, go to the router, ping from PC1 to ping router interface, serial interface IP 209.165.1.1.2. Okay, let me see this IP. Okay, so go to that, whether the gateway is ping or not, that will check. Okay, ping, let's wait for the yes. Now ping one, sorry, 209.165.201.2. This is the IP address of serial interface of router. That's the gateway. Okay, is pinging. Now check the router routing table and configuration to check whether NAT is already configured or not. Okay, so I'll go for the router. Okay, enable hash mode, show run pipe operator. From show run, we have to check whether any command related to NAT is configured. Do you configure NAT or not? That's what show run, the output of show run given to pipe operator. From that I am checking include NAT. Any NAT commands I don't know. No NAT command. Okay, so there is no which one, NAT configured. Now I am going to check whether routing table contains entry to this IP address for PC and L1. Okay, how do we check the routing table of a router? Show IP route. Okay, there is no network belonging to 10.37. See all 172.172.209. There is no network also related to 192. So there is no network. Okay, because it is private. Then show IP NAT translation to check whether any NAT translated or not, public to private done or not. Nothing, because I didn't configure NAT, Baba. Now step 3, I am going to configure NAT. Okay, I'll go into the router again. Now IP NAT inside, I'll tell you what's that. Okay, IP NAT inside source static 172.16.16.1 64.100.50.1. Okay, what I am doing is I am configuring a static NAT. Okay, so for the inside IP 172.16.1.1, outside will be 64.100.50.1. Okay, so this conversion, the private IP which is used in inside the network 172.16.16.1 will be converted to public IP 64.100.50.1. That is the command. Okay, where we will apply this? We will apply this command in interfaces. This is inside NAT, this is outside NAT. Okay, so I'll do this. See here what I will do: apply this NAT on both interfaces inside and outside. Okay, in the router. So interface G0 bar 0 is connected to that server. That should be IP NAT inside. Then outside NAT, this is the outside interface where we can apply the NAT again. Okay, so exit interface SC 0 slash 0 slash 0 IP NAT, sorry, IP NAT outside. Okay, now I configured NAT. What was the configuration? Static NAT. So for this IP, inside IP, public IP, I give 64.100.50. Okay, done. Now I configure this NAT inside interface and outside interface. Okay, attach the NAT code for inside interface and outside. Okay, now serial 0 is public interface outside. Okay, now test with NAT. Now what I will do, I'll go for the G0 bar, sorry, that PC1. I'll open the web browser and type the public IP of what server. Okay, because now converted this to be converted to 64.100.50.1. Okay, I'll open the web browser now. Let's wait for the web browser to open. Okay, web browser to open. So the web browser always creating double. Now what I will type, I will type the public IP of your server 50.1. See, now the website should open. It's opening. Okay, if I try the private IP, it will not work. See, 172.16.16.1, it will not work because private IP is private, right? I'll type it again. I'll close it and open again and show you. This browser is always very slow. This in packet tracer should be fast. Okay, again I'll open again. Let me see that PC here again. Now try the private address of server. This one 172.16.16.1. It will not come up because it is the private address. Okay, see, it is not coming up. It is a private address. We have mapped that into public address. The public address is 64.100.50.1. Okay, when I type that 64.100.50.1, I could access the server. I just shown earlier, right? That's taking time. 64.100.50.1. Now see, it's coming. Okay. Now how do we check? Is testing is done. Okay. Now I'll go to the router and check the configuration and show run. I can see the NAT. See, this is inside IP NAT inside, and 00 serial port is IP NAT outside mentioned here. Now the NAT statement, the IP NAT inside source static. So inside IP converted to outside IP 64.100.1. Okay, that is done. Now you want to check the another command, show IP NAT translation. See, this much done. Okay, this is inside, this is inside global, this is inside local, outside local global. This is run by the router. Okay, router is the outside interface, right? That is doing that one. Okay, now what about show IP NAT translation? Another command we can try here. Show IP NAT translation. See, the translations are being done. How many translations? Okay, one more command, show IP statistics. Okay, show IP NAT statistics. What is the command for that one? Show IP NAT statistics. How many translations? 24 translations done. Okay, this is what happening in which one? NAT. So convert private IP to public IP. Static. Why it is called as static? Because we have statically the permanent IP public address 6450.1 for this particular private IP. Dynamic means it will keep on changing. If you go for dynamic network pack, no, this public IP keep on changing, coming from the pool. But here we manually add that is static. Okay, hope you understood.